Length is not everything. Health over length. Remember that? Health over length. I can't emphasize that enough. What's good, my beautiful kings and queens? It's I, Wini, your favorite British Locs YouTuber. If this is the first time that you're watching a video of mine, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you're notified every single time I upload. If you're an oldie, you come back to watch this face. You know the dealio. I love you. Thank you so much for the support. Today's video features my massive spot in the middle of my head, which was brought on by me accidentally eating peanuts a whole week ago. I'm not allergic to peanuts, but for some reason when I eat peanuts, yeah, my skin likes to act up. Moving swiftly though, today is my Loc birthday. My Locs are 9 years old, so happy Loc anniversary to me. But rather than me doing, you know, the predictable Loc length check, if you've been rocking me for a long time, you will know that that's absolutely pointless, because last year I cut a whole lot of length from my Locs because I wanted my Locs to thicken up, and I'd noticed that as it was thickening up, the bottom of it was thinning out and I hated it. I thought I would basically just go on a freestyle rant and talk about certain things that I've learned about Locs throughout my Loc journey. Obviously, I won't be able to cover everything. If you know me, or you know that I don't like overly long videos, so I'm gonna just cover whatever comes to mind because I actually haven't written anything down. What I've learned over the past 9 years in regards to Locs are: Locs is a journey, it is a process, it is your personal journey. Your Locs are going to be beautiful regardless, and you shouldn't compare your journey, or you shouldn't compare your Locs to other people. I often see people refer to me as their Loc crush, and trust me, that really feeds into my ego. Like, I love it, I appreciate it so much. However, there is a problem when I start receiving messages of, oh, I can't wait until my Locs looks like yours. Truth be told, your Locs are not gonna look like mine, because everybody's hair is different, everyone's Loc journeys are different. So you need to focus on the health of your Locs, and your Locs just being healthy, and you appreciating how it's gonna look regardless. One thing that I will say is, when you are thinking about locking up, so for example, if you're watching this video and you're yet to lock up but you're thinking about it, do your research in regards to the various methods that you can follow. So, you know, if you want to interlock, if you'd rather retwist, palm roll, whatever it may be, also try and work out what kind of Locs that you may want. Do you want sister Locs? Do you want thick Locs? So do your research in regards to that and then move accordingly. I would also say it's not everybody's advice in regards to Locs that you need to take, which is funny because I'm a YouTuber. But even though I'm a YouTuber, I don't necessarily tell people what to do. I talk about what works for me and what doesn't work well for me, and certain things that I would personally advise against because of my personal experiences. But what you may find is, obviously, people have their own opinions. Opinions are not facts. So for example, I'm very much against using stuff like beeswax and hair grease and even hair gels in your Locs. But a lot of people that I know do use hair gels, some use beeswax, some use other things like hair pomades, hair grease, and that works well for them. The thing about the Loc journey is, personally, I would advise for you to use light things in your Locs. So obviously, if you're trying to keep your hair moisturized, you can do things like use oils, you know, coconut, avocado, black seed, you know, the list goes on in regards to oils. There's so many oils out there. Do your research, find out what works best for you. That's what I would advise to do, because oils won't leave build-up in your hair. I personally think and feel, my personal opinion, hair pomades, hair greases, and other thick hair kind of substances are most likely to cause build-up in your Locs. So you need to be very careful about what you're putting into your Locs when you do decide to embark on that journey. At night time, it's very important for you to cover your hair. Silk or satin scarf or bonnet, whatever. Unless you obviously sleep with silk pillows, then you may not want to opt to cover your hair. The reason for that is lint. Lint is going to get into your Locs regardless. In my opinion, there are people that tend to have their Locs wrapped up all the time, but even they will tell you that their Locs probably has a little bit of lint. Lint is unavoidable, but there's obviously ways for you to reduce it by, for example, using or wearing material that doesn't, you know, get caught up in your hair. trying to wrap your locks as much as possible, going to bed with it wrapped at night, amongst many other things. In regards to washing your locks, yeah, it's just like washing your loose natural hair, but you just need to make sure that the product, all of the shampoo is out of it. Literally, that's how I see it. Somebody might argue with me, but that's how I see it. It's literally just like how you'd wash your hair regularly, but you're more worried that you must get everything out because you don't want the shampoo and stuff getting stuck in your locks, causing build-up. It's gonna be nasty. It's not gonna look good. You're gonna hate it and all of that good stuff. Whether you opt to go to a hair salon, whether you opt to take care of your own locks, that is up to you. How you start off your locks is totally up to you. Like, I started my locks via plaits. I got somebody to do it for me, and then after that I had my girl take care of my locks for a couple years, and then I learned how to do it myself. I'm not really fond of hair salons because I feel like the hair salons that I've previously been to, I've gone there because I wanted my hair professionally colored. However, when it comes outside of getting the hair colored, I wasn't a fan of the fact that they put whatever they feel like in your hair. I felt like a lot of the styling and stuff, when they were twisting or interlocking at that time, they were just pulling all of my edges, and I just hated it. Because for me, I feel like they're so fixated on your locks looking pretty to everybody else's eye, they're not really focused on the actual health of your locks. And one thing that you will find about me, I'm currently on a semi-freeform journey. Next month will actually mark a year since I've been semi-freeforming, but I'm going to do a separate video on that altogether. I actually don't care about length. I'm all about the health of my locks. I'm very fixated on my hair being healthy. That's all I care about. I recently discovered that I have seborrheic dermatitis. I've got a video on that coming out soon, I believe. So for me, yeah, my scalp health and my lock health is my main priority. I don't really care how my locks look to other people, so long as my hair's healthy. That's basically it. I would also say on the lock journey, don't be fixated on length. I know that it's a bit of a funny one because a lot of people like to compare, you know, their hair growth. So they might know somebody that's locked up for a year and their locks look longer than theirs, and they start to ask like, how comes your hair's grown so quickly and mine hasn't? Listen, the health of your hair is what matters, not the length. For me, I personally think length is not everything. Health over length. Remember that? Health over length. I can't emphasize that enough. What I've also learned over the years is I feel like locks is just not a hairstyle. People will say, oh, it's just hair, and I've noticed people that say, oh, it's just hair, tend to be from outside the community, and they've just got locks because, you know, it's cool, it's trendy, it's fashionable, that's it. But it's not just hair, because when it comes down to it, you know, there are some of us in other career fields that have lost their jobs or not getting interviews or being told that, oh, we will give you the job if you get rid of your locks. So it's not just hair, like it's deeper than that. For me, I feel like locks is a part of our identity. Not only that, but once you start locking up, you also embark on a spiritual journey. Whether you've signed up for that or not, that's what happens. I feel like having locks, it allows you to be spiritually in tune with yourself. It allows you to be more aware of certain things that are going on. It allows you to be conscious, a very conscious human being. So for me, when somebody's like, oh, you know, I'm ready to lock up but I'm not too sure, I'm just like, listen, if you want to lock up but you're not too sure, there's no rush. When the time is right for you, by all means go ahead and do it, but I feel like you'll know when the time is right for you. Initially, when I went natural with my hair, locks never came to mind. I just knew that I didn't want to have relaxed, dead straight hair anymore, and that was that. I literally woke up one morning, I went to the barber shop, got all my hair shaved off, grew out my hair for about 6 months, and then during those 6 months I started to gravitate towards, you know, people that had locks. I started to see locks as a form of strength, as a form of power, like black pride, something that's deep. And then I decided to embark on that journey, and when I embarked on that journey, I was ready for it. Like, I was all in. There was no maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Nah, For me, it was just like, I'm doing this, that's that. And fast forward to 9 years later, here we are. Another thing that I want to briefly touch down as well on is styles. People think that once you lock up, it means, oh, you can't have any styles anymore. Like, you're just gonna have the one boring hairstyle. You just gotta leave it out. You can't be creative. That's an absolute lie. There are so many lock styles that you probably can't imagine exist, but they do exist. However, that being said, don't style your hair often, don't retwist often, don't interlock often, because you know what, with locks, if you do everything too much, there's going to be a consequence. If you style your hair too much, essentially you're going to be indirectly pulling your roots or pulling your hair way too much, and you're gonna either lose your edges, or your locks are gonna thin out, or they're gonna be damaged, yada yada. Everything in regards to locks is in moderation, so don't get twisted. If you've been following me for a long time, you'll kind of know I don't do much with my locks. I mean, and when I do style it, I do lock knots, which is a short hairstyle. The reason why I don't like to style my hair too much, or the reason why I don't like to do too much with my hair now, the reason why I'm a minimalist, wow, English, is simply because in the past I used to do too much. I used to interlock too much, and then my locks started to thin out. I think I've lost like a lock or two when I used to interlock way too much. And even embarking on this semi-freeform journey, where next month is going to mark a year that I've been semi-freeforming, the reason why I went on this journey is because I wanted my locks to just thicken up and be healthy. And as you can see, that's what we do. So, you know, everything is in moderation in regards to locks. When it comes to you wanting to embark on your lock journey, you need to understand that not everybody's gonna be happy about your decision. So for example, you may have some friends that may not want you to lock up. You may have some family that are completely against you locking up, and they will try their best to talk you out of it. You need to be strong-minded, and you need to stand tall and proud in your decision. If you really do want to lock up, go for it. If you're somebody that's gonna be worried that it may affect like whatever career path that you're taking and stuff, and you feel that you may want to hold out, don't be ashamed. Don't feel pressurized to lock up just because somebody else is like, just do it, just do it. You need to think about how things affect you. You need to think about how maybe having locks may potentially block you from certain things, if that's how you see it. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's circumstances are different. Fortunately for me, I haven't been in a situation where having locks has prevented me from finding work. I'm fortunate enough. However, I do see people's comments on here, and some people do say, well, I live in the States and I'm working in corporate America and yada yada, and you know, X, Y, and Z. Obviously, our experiences are different, so I can't comment on your own. I can only talk about my experience. And I would always say, think about these things before you decide to lock up. All in all, the lock journey is a beautiful one. I've learned so many things that I can't even say all of them in this video, because then this video is gonna be very long. It's been an enjoyable one. It's allowed me to learn so much about myself. It's allowed me to learn so much about natural hair. It's allowed me to also appreciate the texture of my hair, appreciate certain things, because initially when I first started to lock up, I was really obsessed with wanting my locks to look neat all the time and wanting it to look good to other people, so much so that I almost messed up the health of my locks. But now that I don't care and I'm all about the health of my locks, I appreciate the grown out roots. I think it looks amazing. I think it adds character to my looks. I think it gives me a certain like a certain spice level when I've got my hair out, and I absolutely love it. And I've loved this whole 9 years of having locks. I hope I'm going to have many more, and I hope, yeah, obviously as the years build up and stuff, you man are still gonna be with me, innit? You get me? So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you better subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you're notified every single time that I upload. I've got so much content coming out, yeah, so much content. I'm so excited about it, because you lot are gonna see I'm adding like other elements to this channel. But yeah, I'm gonna round up this video because your girl's gotta go. I've gotta go, but mwah, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my, you know, Loc anniversary, Loc birthday. But yeah, until my next video, take care. Mwah. Be good.